Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now over halfway through the grand finals of the day. Three championship teams have been determined. We've still got two to get through, and arguably these two could even be two of the best series that we see all day. I'm joined here in the booth by none other than the regional dictator, and also now newly found season 4 champion of Nemesis in the Challenger League, Rockerman. How you feeling, Rockerman? I imagine you're feeling pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling great. That sounds pretty good. Season 4 champion rocker, man. I like that. That was, oh my goodness, took some years off my life. And if these series are anywhere as crazy as that one, dude, I don't know, I might not make it through the end of the night.
Yes, I'm not sure about that one either. Just 1 second, if you can carry the commentary for a second. I gotta go close my window so we don't have my dogs making appearance in the background.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah, that one, a crazy game. We got Proxy Lols. Enigma Sector, he's back. Gift and 10 subs. Shout out Enigma Sector. Good to see you again. And yeah, this matchup is gonna be crazy here. Hydra taking on Vortex in the rival league. And Hydra 17-1 in the regular season. They took their victory in the semifinals over Lightspeed 4-2, and now they're back looking to complete the season and keep things going. And Vortex, on the other hand, they're looking to bring the upset. They're the only team merely that took down Hydra this entire season. They actually won up 2-0 in their series, and then Hydra almost came back, but they held off the reverse sweep. So it should be a really good one.
Yeah, the only team to hand Hydra a loss the entire season. They are even on the scoreline for the season. Hydra winning one, Vortex winning the other. I know that Vortex is confident that they do have the ability to beat Hydra. I would agree with that assessment, but at the same time, Hydra is such a dominating force, and Biscuit himself is not the type of person to crack under pressure. He's already won two championships, looking for a third here. It's definitely going to be a tense series, but either of these teams really could come away with it.
Oh, definitely. It's gonna be a good one. A lot of people thinking that Hydra's gonna pull it off. Chipmunk on the pre-show was the only one believing in his own team. But it looks like channel point predictions, people are getting close there. I'm still sticking with Hydra though. I think Biscuit, he's going for a three time here. I think he's gonna be a little bit too much to handle here.
I do agree. I think that Hydra still have the edge. Vortex are going to have to peak harder than they've ever peaked before if they want to get this one. So we're going to head here into game one on Beckwith Park. Zerf already getting a flip reset, and he starts off with an absolute banger of a shot.
Oh my goodness, that is just a Zerf moment. They're faking out the defender, and Bubs, just try as he might, can't muscle that one through. An amazing start, only 6 seconds in.
And you can't really ask for a better start if you are a Hydra. You can see there, Bubs on the defense, he's usually the one being in the position where he's scoring the flip reset, but this time, he's the one getting dunked out. Still, only the first 6 seconds, not necessarily indicative of the entire series. As Hydra here looking to start another attack, Biscuit gets it past almost everyone. It's awkward on the goal line. Bubs takes control, but almost a risky play there. Now Vortex will almost get a counterattack mounting. Bubs kind of, dunking out his own teammate there, and that is something. Bubs is a bit of a force to be reckoned with. When he's playing well, he can be the main reason for Vortex success, but he is a little bit of a ball chaser, and sometimes that can work out detrimentally for Vortex.
Oh, most definitely. It's a do or die kind of mentality with Bubs. You know, if he's on, you're winning. If something's not working for Bubs, they're gonna be off here. So I'm definitely watching to see how much Bubs can play in this one, and I'm also gonna be watching on Vortex and Casper to see how he steps up as that third man.
Yeah, and Casper, one of the players that doesn't get talked as much, and here comes Chipmunk off of the pass from Bubs, the man we were just talking about, and Vortex will equalize.
Yeah, Bub's a great one in the middle. He almost found the dunk too, but Chipmunk, man, he's also someone to watch out for. Definitely a solid second on this roster. Him and Bubs, they've connected quite a bit, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of goals from Chipmunk in this series.
Definitely, and he's one of the players that gets slept on sometimes, but here comes Hydra off of another kickoff, looking to extend into another lead. they can't quite find it. Vortex defense holding strong this time. They're going to have to keep holding on. Casper gets a bit of an awkward touch. Gel's getting it past 2 defenders. Now almost past a third. Bubs, patient on the dribble, gets it out. But a big demo from Biscuit. Now the net is somewhat open, and it will go past the last defender. Zerf scores once again.
Yeah, the demo you talked about, it set things up huge there as Chipmunkey's last back just has to somehow flail in this one, and Zerf just so mechanical, putting it right by him, no hesitation, and Hydra right back in front.
And it looked like there Chipmunk just didn't have the boost, or else he would have been able to get in the way of that one. This is one of the key elements of the Hydra offense, the boost starving and the pressure play, but it looks like they're going to be the ones on defense now, and Casper will tie the game up once again.
Zerf and Gels, the double commit, and Bubs just absolutely freestyling out there and sends it right in the middle of the Casper. Yeah, Bubs, not only can he score those highlight reel plays, but like I said, he's going to be dishing off to his teammates all game long, so you got to watch out for his passing plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where 45 seconds of straight Bubs on the ball will just lead to the ball dropping in front of the opposition's net for an easy setup. Something to be reckoned with. Something that Hydra has had difficulty dealing with in the past. Vortex looking for another shot. Not quite good enough. Now it's going to be Gels looking for a play of his own. Going for the air dribble. Gets it past almost the defenders, but not quite enough sauce on it. Now Bubs looking for an air dribble of his own. They're just trading blows right now. Both teams finding offense and having a little bit of success. Nothing insane yet, though, as Bubs gets it past one to Chipmunk, looking for the read, almost finds a touch, but Zerf blocks that one out. A great job from him on the backboard, as that surely was going to be a goal. Bubs with another crucial touch. The defense looking much stronger from both teams as we enter the second half of this game.
Defense has really stepped up here. As we say that, a little bit of a miss from Seabiscuit. But yeah, defense definitely stepping up here. And with these teams, a lot of offense can come out, especially I know from Vortex with Bubs and then Zerf on the other side, the man to watch out for sure on their team. So if these defenses can lock down, you know, that'll be very impressive to see, as the offense is just crazy for both sides.
And most definitely the offense is not what either team is worried about. If you can just avoid getting scored on, it will come. As Chipmunk pre-flips past the ball. Zerf controlling this one, gets it past one. Can't get it past Casper. Ball lined up in Hydra's half again. This ball's centered, dangerous for Hydra, but a bit of a miss there from the attacker. And now Vortex back on defense once again. Bubs with a touch to the side. Zerf's going to be there, but a rush challenge from Chipmunk turns out to be the intelligent play. He's able to get it past. Pass play up to Zerf. Zerf looking for the double touch. He has the read, and he puts it in.
Oh my goodness, Zerf, just do it to him right there. Gels with a great pass up, Zerf feathering the boost perfectly all the way down. Bubs can't make the touch, and Zerf hits those home. Just a nasty shot from him, and that's what we expect to see from him.
And that's a crucial touch. You have to make a touch there if you're the defense on Vortex. Zerf is going to read those 9 times out of 10, but he can't read this one. And now on the opposite side, the backboard plays are leading to goals for both sides.
Yeah, Zerf, he makes an insane read and then just misses the ball. I don't know what happened there with Zerf. Maybe not enough boost, but Chipmunk, he'll happily take a free goal right there and bring things right back at 3-3.
And every single time, you know, it seems like Hydra is gaining an advantage. It's just immediately cut short. Vortex is able to find their way back into the play. Definitely the back and forth that most of us expected to see. Perhaps not in exactly the same fashion that we did expect. But here comes another shot from Vortex. Almost on target. But Seabiscuit waiting on the goal line will get it out. Now a hit to the side. Bubs is already up for this one. Man jumps early. He has almost every read in the book locked down. Still, Vortex feeling the pressure. Bubs in front of his teammate once again, but gets a good touch. And now it's Hydra on offense once again. Casper gets an unfortunate touch. Biscuit there with the shot. Bubs has to pre-jump and barely makes the touch. Now only 10 seconds left. Both teams locked up. Gels looking for the double off the ceiling. Finds it past one defender. This could be a shot opportunity. Bubs gets a nice clear, and we will be heading into overtime.
Overtime in this first game. I was excited to see how this one goes. I feel like Vortex definitely the underdogs, but they are putting up a really good fight here as they're trying to get something going right in front of the net. But a great save and a really good first game right here.
Definitely couldn't have asked for a much better game one. Already head to OT. As here comes Bubs on the air dribble, gets it past everyone,
Oh
and he
my!
finds the double. And oh my goodness, the mechanics on this man.
Oh my goodness, Bubs. He says, I see you, Zerf. I can do that too. Takes it all the way down and finds it in the upper 90. What a shot to win game one.
And Vortex, after suffering from an insane flip reset goal from Zerf in the first few seconds of the game, going down again, they fight back, and then another double tap from Zerf. Zerf scoring 3 goals, but it didn't matter. Vortex fights back, and this is the kind of resilience that they're going to need if they want to close out this series.
Oh, most definitely. When you're the underdog, it's always great to strike the first punch, and Vortex did just that. A great performance from all of them. Everyone on Vortex getting a goal in this game, and Chipmunk popping in two, but Bubs really stepped up. And I'm a little bit concerned on Hydra's end because we didn't actually see anything from Biscuit. I know he's talked a lot about how he hasn't had to do much with Zerf and Gels, but 86 points only in that game and only one shot for Biscuit's name. I know he's got a lot to live up to. I mean, when you're a two-time champion and multiple-time MVP, the pressure's most definitely on. But, I want to see Biscuit step up a little bit more here, merely.
I definitely agree, and it looked like in this game he was just having trouble figuring out where to fit into the Hydra rotations. I mean, there were points where I just saw him kind of driving past the ball or flipping past at awkward moments. It can be a little bit difficult to play with players who are as fast as Gels and Zerf sometimes and still try and keep yourself in a good position. But I definitely agree if he can step up, he is a crucial part of this Hydra roster. And they're going to need him if they want to pull off this. Now they're down 0-1 in the series. Probably not how you thought it would end after the series of plays from Hydra last game.
No, most definitely. And one thing to note, I will say that there is a lot of truth to Game 1 Grand Finals nerves after just playing one myself. Normally I'm used to being on stream, but I definitely felt the nerves there. And I'm sure Biscuit and these other guys on the field here were feeling the nerves. Even a two-time champion in Biscuit looking for his third. I know he's felt the nerves. And, after Game 1, things kind of settled down just a little bit.
Yeah, and even though Biscuit does have 2 grand finals under his belt where he came away victorious, he has a lot to prove here. Now going for his third, proving that he can step up in a league higher and still compete at the very top. He's already proven it earlier in the season, but now this is where it matters most. And we see him get a nice clear there as the ball will hang out in Vortex end for now. A big bump on Zerf, and this actually might lead to an open net. Zerf able to recover just in time. His mechanic saving himself there once again. Now the ball is awkward for Vortex. Zerf going for another double touch. Casper makes a crucial save there, but it's still more offense from Hydra, and it does seem like they've had the majority of offense in this series. When Vortex are keeping them at bay, they look like they can compete, but it's a lot to ask for them to constantly keep Zerf at bay. Even at points in the last game, we could see it wasn't possible.
Yeah, you can't really stop Zerf. You can do your best to control him and limit his opportunities, but you're not going to stop a man like Zerf. So if Vortex can just limit Zerf's opportunities on the ball, I think they're going to have a really good shot. And then on the other end, Hydra limiting Bubs, it goes the same way. It's really a battle between those two and who can limit them the best.
Honestly, and when there is one pop-off player on the other team, that can be just the most vital part of how you're playing the game, shutting that one person down. It's not an easy ask for both teams, but here we see Bubs trying to get there. A shot just barely goes off. This one will not be off target, and Chipmunk puts in the first goal.
Chipmunk coming in huge here as Casper just banging it right past the defender. Perfect bounce, and that's a very good read from Chipmunk. Able to figure out that it was popping right there and put it on Gels. Just not quick enough. So good from Chipmunk there. You see the passing play this time from Casper, and 1-0 now.
And Vortex are proving a lot of people wrong right now as they are taking yet another lead. Oh my goodness, Bubs going for a musty double tap. That was scary if you're Hydra. You do not want to go out like that. But a lot of people thought that this would be an easy game for Hydra. Vortex proving that they are worthy competitors and maybe even have the advantage now. With another goal, Bubs going for another musty flick. Saved once again, but If he keeps going for these, I'm scared he's gonna hit one.
He honestly might, with the way Bubs can pop off. I wouldn't be surprised.
He is the man with the mechanics. He's having a few opportunities to showcase them. Hydra has to do something about this. As Bubs now utilizing his mechanics to go for a bump in net. If he had gone, it would have been devastating for Hydra. Instead, they will be able to get out their own half. A double commit from Vortex coming out. Surf now. Wonder if we'll see a musty from him. We will not, as Bubs just faster to the ball and gets it past him. Now Zerf looking for the shot, and he'll find the accuracy. Bubs back just in time, still pressure, and this ball is hanging over their net. Zerf going to catch, but Bubs already there. You have to expect, whenever he's in the lobby, you will not have more than a few seconds of free time on the ball.
And most definitely, that's the one thing about these guys, especially with Bubs. I've witnessed it firsthand at times on some scrims, and Bubs, he'll be all over the ball, and like I said, just got to try to stop him if you can. Well, at least limit him. You can't stop him either, just like Zerf. But so far, Vortex, they're looking good here. Only a minute and a half remaining, and Hydra, they just got to find some sort of opportunity. You do not want to go down 0-2 in the series.
Definitely not. Even though both teams who have gone down 0-2 so far have both pulled off the comeback, I'm not sure how likely it is that we see a third repeat of that. Vortex just doing a fantastic job of holding on to their lead here. They just have to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Here comes Chipmunk. A big clear. Gels hanging to the midfield. Biscuit trying to find the follow-up, but he just misses the ball. Can't find the touch. Once again, going to leave Hydra with not much boost and only one person back. That ball is not quite on target. Surf was there even if it was. But still dangerous for Hydra. The ball's floating in the mid, and it's on the goal line. Biscuit just barely able to get back, but the pressure is still mounting from Vortex. Awkward touch. Biscuit and Gels both up, and the slow roller will do it.
I'm not really sure how that would work there. I think Vortex just didn't pressure on the offensive end, and then you see the double commit comes out, but Gels is going to connect as Casper, a little bit awkward. So Hydra able to tie it up on the counterattack. Vortex got with their hand in the cookie jar there.
And it really all comes down to those backboard reads. There it was Bubs. Once again, actually kind of a repeat from game one. He just couldn't find that touch. It's not an easy one, certainly, but one that you have to hit if you're in the rival league and facing off in the grand finals. It's going to lead to a goal a good portion of the time, and now an even score where perhaps it should not be. Casper can't find the clear. This ball's going to go off the backboard once again. This time Bubs will read it. Now only 5 seconds. Vortex with one more opportunity. Casper can't find a good touch, and we will be heading to our second overtime of this series. Already, this is turning out to be exactly what we expected and more.
Oh yeah, like 2 overtimes in 2 games, and hey, I'm not a mathematician merely, but I will say we might be on pace for 7 overtimes.
We might be. I don't know. Last time I said that, I ended up jinxing it, and then we didn't get another overtime for the rest of the series. So
I'm not gonna win.
Yeah, me too. That would be a first. In a best of 7 and as well, that would just be absolute insanity. But first, we have to see if Hydra can bounce back and tie it up. It is crucial for them to try and even up the score here, as Bub's taken to the sky once again. Can't find another touch. And now it'll be Gels with the shot, and Hydra will equalize the series. A defensive misplay, on all honesty, from Vortex.
And Gels with another one here. Chipmunk, man, just last man back, and I don't know, Casper and Bubs kind of just caught in that corner there a little bit awkwardly, and Gels' second goal of the game, really kind of putting the team on his back in that one, stepping up huge to tie the series up. Great performance.
And last game it was Zerf. This game it's Gels stepping up, being the goal scorer for Hydra. Just barely enough to get past Vortex. And in all honesty, other than a couple of slight defensive misplays from Vortex, their defense looks solid. Hydra's as well. It's difficult for both teams to try and find a way to break through. What do you think is going to be the outlying factor? How do one of these teams gain a large enough advantage to pull ahead in this series?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if there's a way that one of these teams is going to pull a large advantage. I think this one might be going the distance. I thought it was going to be close for sure, but I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be such a close series. I mean, really the only thing I can see is if one of these guys, Bubs or Zerf, has some off games, that could separate the series. But other than that, I think things are going to be very close here.
Definitely, and both teams just looking fantastic right now. Definitely Looks like most of the people on the field are peeking it at just the perfect time. Now we'll have to see which team can peek higher. As Biscuit looking for the challenge here. A big dunk from Chipmunk. But Surf should be able to take control. Actually opts to turn away from this one. Almost allows a shot through. But good defense in the midfield. Now this could be a shot for Hydra. 50 off the backboard. Chipmunk with either the perfect spawn or the worst spawn of his life, as he gets involved in the play just enough to confuse Hydra off the ball. Now a huge bump from Bubs onto Gels will take him out of the play. Luckily Zerf reads that Gels wouldn't be able to make this touch. Now Zerf getting the infield pass to Biscuit. Chipmunk reads it perfectly. And once again, Hydra getting shut down completely. This is a huge shot. Gels can't get back. Position just a little bit too far up the field, and Bubs will score.
Yeah, I'm not sure if on that shot there, the previous one, as Bubs gets a nice banger off of that one, but that should have been a goal, the previous one, for Hydra there. I mean, Chipmunk, he was in the right spot, but all he did was drive forward there. I think Biscuit could have had a better angle on that shot. A little bit disappointed with that shot attempt, but it's still a great shot from Bubs there to get him back in the lead. I just really want to see Biscuit do something crazy here in this series, merely.
And me as well. That could end up being the difference if he can pop off. The rest of Hydra's been playing phenomenally. And he hasn't been playing bad himself either. It's just that we haven't really seen the grand finalist form that we've seen in previous seasons. Still, Hydra looking to battle from down a goal. Bubs gets a touch to the sidewall, looking for the double touch. Doesn't have boost to reach it. Gels to Zerf. Not quite there. Although now it will be a free shot. Zerf skies it as he has no boost. But even with no boost, he does just maintain such good offensive pressure. Now a big dunk in the midfield. Chipmunk clears this one out. Biscuit gets a clear of his own and will try to follow it. Maybe this is the highlight play, but he can't find the touch. And it was a crucial one at that. The ball will be 50 back into Hydra's half. Now awkwardness. Zerf gets demoed. Or, excuse me, Biscuit gets demoed. Awkward camera change there. And now Hydra a bit stuck in their own half, but really it seems like it's become more of a defensive show now here, Rockerman, as neither team really putting in that many goals in this game or the last one for that matter.
Yeah, there are 3 shots combined for these two teams at the halfway point. Offense not coming through, defensive premium, and just no one really getting out to it of Hydra with the 2 shots, and Vortex 1 for 1 on Bubs. But we'll have to see. Someone's got to break through here eventually in this one. I mean, I guess Vortex did, but I feel like someone's going to break through in the final half of this game.
And we might see another last-second equalizer from Hydra. For their sake, hopefully they can find it sooner than that, though. As Biscuit on the dribble actually just hits the ball away. This is one thing. It does seem like both teams might be suffering from a little bit of nerves. They aren't really maintaining possession all that well. The battle for midfield is a long and drawn-out one. Both teams looking to gain an advantage, but neither finding one really yet, other than that one play from Vortex, like you mentioned. Here comes Chipmunk looking for this shot. It goes off the post, but that's still dangerous for Hydra. Although a team bump, and now Gels with an opportunity. Can't get it past. Biscuit up for this one. Gets a touch to the backboard. But a big clear from the defense. And now the dribble, a big dunk. Gels luckily turning back just in time for this one. More defense from both teams. But now it's Hydra who really have to battle down. And that's a big shot, but it's blocked away from Chipmunk. An incredible save there.
That was another great save as Vortex is being barraged right here. Biscuit just coming in, throwing it off the backboard. And just so many opportunities right here. And they're trying to find this goal in this crucial game 3.
And Zerf now on the dribble, looking for the 1v1. But where did the defender go?
That is the question right there. I have no idea here. Is Zerf Bubs caught looking for boost right there, I guess. And Zerf just drives it right in the net, all tied up, and 57 seconds remaining. We'll have to see if someone's going to break through, or we might be heading to a third one.
And 4 minutes of impeccable defense from Vortex just doesn't even matter, as Bubs misses the boost, and as the ball's heading back towards his net, goes for the boost again. You can't be doing those things. They might find it back here immediately, though. Not quite yet. And if they lose this game, that's just going to be so painful for them.
Most definitely will. Supposed to make a nice save there. But yeah, one mistake can cost the game as Surf goes at it again. Another goal and Hydra into the lead.
And now Hydra will take the lead. Vortex have to find a way back into this game. You just can't be making those mistakes. I hate to go back to it again, but at this level, you have to expect that your opponents will capitalize on every small mistake. And that was a big mistake. You can't expect to walk away scot-free off of that one. Now they only have 20 seconds left. They'll find a clear. They're going to have to find some very fast continued pressure. Gels sending the ball back. Now time ticking even further. Casper with a long clear. It's shut down by Zerf immediately though, and they can't break out of their half. They'll finally find a hit to the backboard. All Biscuit really has to do is find a touch though. He won't find it. Casper puts that one in off of the pass.
Oh my goodness, Chipmunk man, just sending it a long way, and he just sets this one up right in the midfield. Gels just stuck, and Casper comes in. There we go. I was getting a little bit nervous here. I guess there's still 4 seconds left, but might be heading to the third overtime of the series.
And thank God they tied that one up so we can get a third overtime for the series. Hopefully, as here comes Casper actually. Oh, I think that touch might have not been the play there as the defender just missed. We will be heading into the third overtime of the series, the third game of the series. The tension. I mean, both of these teams are going to want to get their heart rate checked out after this one, as Bubs had the open net, but he misses a shot. I don't think he was expecting the defender to miss there. More awkwardness from Hydra. This one's going to go center. Biscuit, Zerf, both awkward. They'll narrowly escape danger for now. But still, it's so dangerous. Bubs going for a pinch, but really not the play that you want to see from him. So it doesn't even get halfway up the field. Zerf looking for the shot. Bubs clears it off the backboard. This one sent middle once again. But a big demo on Zerf should relieve some of the pressure. Although this net is just open, Zerf tries to place it top left, but he misses and pauses for about 3 seconds, as I think he was a little bit upset at himself for missing that one.
Oh yeah, he wants that one back. You saw it right there. He sat there. He knew he should have scored that one. I don't know though. Bubs, he's a machine there. He might have saved that one anyways. He's pretty close to that post, so a tough one there. But still, Hydra lucky to have a couple opportunities here after Vortex was barraging them at the very beginning of overtime.
And yeah, they barely came away. Arguably, maybe didn't even deserve to, as some of the plays were very questionable. Here comes Casper shutting down another play. Defense from both teams holding strong as we're now past a minute into overtime. Nerves are only getting higher. The series is only getting more tense as here's an opportunity from Gels. Double commit on defense. This could be another opportunity. Zerf tries to re it off the backboard. Can't find even the slightest touch. And now the ball is sent up middle for Vortex. Casper looking for the air dribble. Doesn't get the best first touch. But still Hydra on the back foot. Zerf has to make a touch here. Gets a decent, perhaps not the best. And the battle continues for pressure. Both teams just seeking for good shot opportunities. This is really bad for Hydra as the ball's going to fly past it, still high up. Bubs looking for this shot, and it goes off the crossbar. Casper coming in for the follow-up. Can't find it, and Hydra escapes once again, barely by their skin.
Oh my goodness, I do not know how Hydra keeps surviving on the defensive end, just somehow, some way. Missed shots, clutch saves, they are just so close to losing this one, and Vortex, I know they know how close they are, and they feel it, and maybe if they can get some more pressure, they can pull it off, but if Hydra holds on to win this game, very impressed with the defense.
Either way, whoever wins this game will be impressive. This is just an absolute battle, and neither team is giving each other any ground to work with. As Hydra will make something happen. Biscuit going up for his own play. It's off the backboard. Chipmunk's awkward. Zerf hits it off the backboard once again for Gels, who hits it off the backboard once again, but there's no follow-up this time. Looks like Hydra just ran out of boost there. They couldn't continue the play. Now another 50 in the midfield. This one will go far up and high. Gels looking for the shot. A bump on Bubs, but it won't matter as he's able to get back to the shot either way. Zerf trying to get a 50. Well, defense does not want to oblige. As Biscuit, once again, this ball is just being sent off the backboard, and Gels finally finds a shot on target. But it's saved away. Now, Vortex with the opportunity. Bubs to the backboard. Cleared away once again. Both teams consolidating a little bit now. The pace has slowed down, as I think everyone's just been full boosting for so long that they finally ran out. Still, we're now 3 minutes and 40 seconds into overtime, Rockerman, and neither team will budge. Just as I say that, though, the ball's just going to roll into the net. What is happening?
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that one there. The Caster's Curse stricken live at the grand finals as Casper punishing the overcommit there. Biscuit caught out a little bit too far on that one, and Vortex is going to take game 3. A great performance from them. I felt like it was only a matter of time before Hydra's defense was going to break with the way Vortex was playing, and it finally broke at the end there with a long goal.
And a long and drawn out overtime indeed. I think these teams have already basically played a best of 5 at this point, and it's only been 3 games with the amount of overtimes. I mean, you said that you felt like it was only a matter of time before Hydra's defense breaks, but I felt the same way about Vortex with how much offense both teams had. I think it's a miracle that both even held on for as long as they did.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, there was so many shots in that game. I think it was 13 for Hydra and 9 for Vortex. So these teams were firing shots, and that's kind of what we expected. The high-powered offense. I felt like that game number 2 was more of an anomaly than anything, and that game 3 right there showed that these guys are coming to play with their offenses. And now in a game 4, it's a crucial game for Hydra, I'll say.
And I find it hard to believe that we're barely in game 4, as this series alone, I think, has aged me probably a couple years. But nevertheless, the series is still incredibly close. Hydra only down 1 game. And they only need 1 game to tie it back up. Biscuit looking for the play off the wall here. Gets it center. But no one there except Chipmunk. Will send the ball back across. Gel's looking for the dribble. Flicks it past 1. Past Bubs, but Casper's there to back him up. And the rotations from Vortex, honestly, they look better than I've seen them all season. I even said at the beginning of the game that Bubs kind of being ball chasey can depend on them whether they win or lose. But oh my goodness, a huge double demo, but it won't amount to much. Either way, though, Vortex rotations are looking cleaner than I've seen them all season, even with Bubs ball chasing as much as he is.
And I think that shows it right there, where 2 players get demoed and Chipmunk Man back just in time to clear that one away. So even when Hydra is making an insane play, getting 2 people out of the rotation, Chipmunk Man still there to shut it down. A really solid showing of that. And I agree with you. The rotations are looking so good on Vortex's end right now.
You can see it once again there. Chipmunk there to back his teammate up in Casper, who might not have been able to get that touch. It was a difficult shot to save, as Hydra now looking for even more pass plays. Biscuit, another 50. But these 50s aren't really going anywhere useful for Hydra right now. They need to find some way. And honestly, Rockerman, what do you think is the key for Hydra trying to break through this impeccable Vortex defense?
I think they just need to get a little bit more of their speed up. Vortex is playing so solid right now, and there's not been too much from Hydra. They're just not controlling that midfield either, and it's just giving the ball away almost like this. I think Gels will get back, but they just need to try to find each other a little bit more and control that midfield, I'd say.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And controlling that midfield starts with just controlling the ball. I've also noticed that a lot of times when they might have a dribble play lined up. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what happened on defense there, but it looked like the ball pinched off about 3 people. And barely staying alive is Vortex. As halfway through, we have another 0-0 game, but that's a huge miss from Biscuit. Lucky from him. No one there. Chipmunk with an insane pre-jump.
Oh my.
What even happened there? Chipmunk pre-jumps like 3 light years before the ball flies up. And what a read.
Oh my goodness, Chipmunk Man. I mean, I don't know what to say. Vortex or Hydra cannot buy a goal right now. There was a team pinch on the goal line to make that insane save. Chipmunk is pre-jumping the ball like halfway up towards the ceiling. Like, Vortex, you talked about it. They need to peak to beat Hydra, and they are peaking right now, and they are looking so impressive.
I just thought that they needed to climb like Mount Kilimanjaro, but they're climbing Everest right now to reach their new peak. I don't even know how they're playing this well. Some of it has to be due to fortune, but another element is that they're just playing better than I've ever seen them play before. And Hydra are the ones who now have to step up. They're not getting any room to work with. Other than a couple of slight defensive mishaps, it's just been all Vortex. And here they come once again. Bubs not leaving this one alone. Tries to hit center. Biscuit will be there. And Bubs, a back pass to Casper, who fortunately was ready for that one. Otherwise, it was a bit of a risky play. Chipmunk will send it up, but they'll just go to the midfield. Two attackers over there for Hydra. Vortex with the long clear. We'll find a little bit, but here comes Gels, now off the backboard, looking for the double touch.
Oh.
Gets it, but Bubs gets the save, and still Zerf is there for the shot.
That's what I'm talking about. How does Bubba save this ball right here? Look at this. Look at that save. What is that? And then Zerf comes in to put it on net. I mean, too much pressure. It had to break eventually. Oh my goodness. That was crazy right there.
I am at a loss for words. Everything that Hydra has to do to even score one goal. It's unbelievable how much of this will be won. But Hydra with an unfortunate forced own goal, and as soon as they fight for 4 minutes to get a lead, or to get equal, it disappears from them immediately.
Yeah, and that is just painful if you're Hydra. You work so hard. You had to take so many shots. You had to take, what is that, 8 shots just to get that one goal, and then in a blink of an eye, you're right back to a 1-goal deficit, and you got to do it all over again. And as I say that, they do it all over again.
After 4 minutes of only 2 goals being scored, incredible defense, just an awkward touch from Chipmunk, and Zerf here gets a nice read, beautiful placement, knew the defender couldn't get back. We're at an equal game once again. I don't even know how this happened.
This series is something else right now, merely in game number 4. It's 2-2, yet again, only a minute remaining. They're just trading blows right now, and I'm so impressed with the way Vortex has been playing, and Hydra, they are impressing as well with how they've been able to survive against this Vortex squad.
Honestly, and this is literally just what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Like, we might be about to be headed into our 4th overtime in this series, knock on wood, but before that happens, Vortex not going to want to go to another overtime, as I just cannot believe how solidly both teams are playing, barely finding any space to work with, but still the defenses are holding down. This is another opportunity, but Hydra on the defense saves it out once again, now finding a little bit of space of their own, but they hit the ball right back to Vortex. That's another one of those plays where they just need to take control. They might have another opportunity here, but it looks like Vortex will take it under control. Bubs popping up, maybe with a counterattack of their own, but the ball isn't in the best place, and it will drop down as we head into the 4th straight overtime for this series.
Hey, I'm knocking again because this series is going somewhere right now. If you guys are not entertained right now, I don't know what you're doing, because this series is something else. 4 overtimes, just so much back and forth in this series, and it's just crazy. And I just know that this OT and the rest of this series is going to be crazy.
I just cannot believe this has happened. This is a huge opportunity for Hydra. Barely back in time as Chipmunk, as the last defender got demoed. Hydra not able to score off that play, but they'll still have plenty of opportunities unless Vortex can find something. They won't quite yet. Now here comes Gels, opting to take the dribble, gets it past one, gets it to the backboard. Bubs narrowly avoiding getting scored on there. And he will get another touch out. Zerf not with the best touch. The net is temporarily open. The shot won't be fast enough though. And now up to Biscuit. Biscuit looking for the shot. Gets the bounce into the midfield. But Chipmunk's going to be there for the clear. Zerf hitting it to the side. A pair of demos. Actually, both of those were Vortex demoing Hydra. I thought for sure that one of those demos was on Vortex themselves, but it wasn't. Now Bubs coming in with the shot, and Vortex take another overtime win.
And Vortex, just so much pressure here. You saw the double come in a little bit earlier where Biscuit kind of played it by his teammate, I think it was. Someone played it by their teammate, and Bubs, he just puts that one in the back of the net. Vortex is looking so good right now, and now they are 1 game away merely from the championship. They're on championship point, but can they hold it off? We know that in their last series where Vortex took them down in game 5, Hydra fought it back to game 5, almost got a reverse sweep there. So I would not count the 1-loss Hydra out.
Yeah, like you said, this is not the first time that Vortex has been in this position, at least games-wise. They're 2 games up, but it's a lot easier said than done to hold this lead against Hydra. One of the most resilient teams in the league. Now they just have to focus on finding 1 more game. And if they have to go to very many more OTs, oh my goodness, I am worried for the sake of both teams' hearts here. And my own, as this series is just getting more and more intense as it progresses.
Yeah, I don't know. I was saying before this one, if we keep having crazy matchups like we've had all night, I don't know. I don't know if my heart's gonna take it after having to play in one. So, hopefully, I mean, for everyone's sake, I hope it keeps going. But for my own sake, maybe not. But I'm excited to see how this game 5 is gonna go and see if Hydra can find a bounce back.
And they're going to have to try to come out swinging here in game number 5. As Gels on the dribble, gets it past one. Has another touch, but it's not quite going to be on target. Defense was almost lacking there for Vortex, but luckily for them, Hydra wasn't able to take advantage of the brief opportunity. They'll survive for now as Bubs misses the touch out. Awkward position once again for Vortex, but the awkward positions are ones that they've even thrived in parts of this series. They just have looked so confident, and they don't look like they're allowing anything that isn't just a near perfect shot into the net at all.
Now, Vortex, the defense has been great all series long, and as long as that keeps up, it's going to be very, very hard for Hydra to break through.
Yeah, and they're going to have to get a little bit more creative if they want to do that. Surf here, out to the midfield. The ball will not go far, as a little bit of a bump there. No follow-up from either team. As Gel's the player who got bumped, we'll get back to it. Biscuit looking to keep this one in. Gets a pass over. Now in the corner, a little bit awkward for the defense. Gel's here, getting another touch off the backboard. This one could be dangerous. Biscuit barely misses the shot. Another close call for Vortex. And they're still awkward. This ball's going to bounce past Bubs. Luckily, is patient on defense. Gets the demo, and this could be a goal for Vortex. They just have to 50 it in. Gel's back just in time. And once again, the defense comes in clutch just in time. It seems like both teams are just fighting tooth and nail, and neither are even finding any easy opportunities into the net.
Oh, I thought for sure that was the goal right there after Bubs got that demo, but great hustle back on defense out of Hydra's end, and keeping this one tied up. They got to win this game to stay alive, and still 0-0, super tense.
Still 0-0. With only almost half the game gone. Certainly it can't stay this way forever, but if there wasn't an expiration date on Rocket League games, a lot of these games might end up being draws. Actually, I think all of them would have been draws so far if there wasn't overtime. Something incredible about Rocket League. There's always going to be a winner. And this is a big bump play, but both players from Hydra actually going for the bump there. Luckily, Vortex weren't able to make anything quick happen on the counterattack. Bub's trying to make something happen by himself, but can't find it. Has two defenders once again up from Vortex. Bub's looking to get a touch, gets another one. This is awkward for Hydra. Zerf misses the ball, but a clear out from Biscuit. It's not going to bounce favorably for Hydra. And Biscuit can't find the read. Still, though, possibly opportunity here. Casper has to make the touch, and he does. For now, keeping Hydra offense at bay. It's going to go to the corner once again. Really, it seems like this series, as much as it's a battle of defense and it's a battle of midfield, it seems like no matter what, both teams are just basically on equal footing throughout this entire series. As I say that, though, why do I even say things like that as Zerf is going to come in and score?
Shouldn't have said anything. Again, the caster's curse comes out with Zerf just coming in, and that is beautiful shot right there. He knows the defender's right in front of him, jumps out to the left to push it to the right, and a beautiful one there as they're going to take the lead here in Game 5. Have to win. It's win or go home for Hydra. Had an amazing regular season, 17-1, excuse me, and it might be all over here if they can't keep battling back like they're doing right now.
They will most definitely be praying that this one does not go into overtime. They want a quick and clean win so that they can focus on winning another one, and then hopefully another one after that for Hydra's sake. But here comes Bubs, looks for the double. He almost gets it in. Biscuit's gonna put it in. The defense, after being so solid all game, falls apart.
Calamity right here. Bubs drops it down, and Biscuit, he hears Chipmunk Man racing in and just panic flips right in front of the net. A tough mistake, giving Vortex another life. And 57 seconds left, still tied at 1 apiece now. And Vortex, they're feeling it as Bubs, oh my goodness, he's looking for it. But it's again, merely, we're staying tied. This series has been so close.
I don't know how the series could be any closer. And that play was just unfortunate from Hydra. It looked like Biscuit kind of just didn't think that Bubs had the double, so he pushed a little bit further out of net than he should have. You gotta respect Bubs on any of those plays, though. Just when you think that he's not going to put the ball in is exactly when he does put the ball in. And this could be another play. Vortex not interested in going to another overtime. They want it all right now.
And that could be it there. Chipmunk sauced it up from Bubs and just bangs it in gels. He had to try to get in the way, and now can they hold on for 25 seconds to take the Rival League Championship?
25 seconds. That's the only amount of time that they have to hold on to a lead. They haven't been able to do it in regulation yet, but if there ever was a time to come in clutch, it's right now. Hydra has to make something happen. That ball's sent towards the net, but Gels gets the clear. Chipmunk sending another one back. Gels, patient, and this ball will go off. A difficult read for Zerf. He will find it. Out to Biscuit. Tries to find the shot, but can't find it. Bubs just has to kill this one. It's going to hit the ceiling, maybe touch the ground. Zerf's able to keep it up, but Chipmunk's there to send it down. Biscuit still keeping it up himself. Hydra has to keep it alive, and they can't do it. Vortex, in a 5-game series that honestly felt like a 9, will take home the championship.
Oh my goodness, I am so impressed by Vortex in this one. I mean, no one really thought they could do it. They were big underdogs. I mean, they knew all along. And I mean, what an impressive performance for them. 5 games. They beat them in 5 games. I know all of them were overtimes except for the last one, but still so close in all those games. And heartbreak for Hydra, who had one of the best regular seasons in Nemesis history. But Vortex, they are the champions.
And so much credit is due to Vortex. Like you said, they were the underdog. Even though they did beat Hydra in the regular season, no one really thought they could do it. I mean, I knew in the back of my mind that it was a possibility, but I didn't think they would do it in this fashion. And the thing is, Hydra was playing exceptionally well. They were playing some of the best Rocket League that I've seen from them in the entire season, but Vortex was just better. They had them on every read, on every single play. They had them shut down. Other than tiny mistakes in their defense, they just had a complete read on Hydra and 100% just scraped through and earned this victory.
They definitely did. And that's what was so impressive is that Hydra, they didn't play bad. They just got beat. And that is what you want to see in the grand finals. One team outperforming the other. And this time it was all Vortex who just dominated that one. Even in the close games, it seemed like they were just doing everything they could. It just absolutely went off. And big congratulations to them.
Absolutely. And once again, big credit to Hydra. Unfortunate that Zerf, after making it to the finals, it was destined that either Zerf or Chipmunk would win and finally find their championship. This time it was Chipmunk. Next time it could be Zerf again, though. And we'll have to find out. I'm still coming down from that series. That's one that might even keep me awake. So much adrenaline pumping from that series. Just an incredibly intense one from start to finish. Thank you guys so much for providing this insane content. And believe it or not, even after that, we've got one more series to determine the last grand finalist championship game from the Titan League. We have the Reapers taking on Gravity shortly here in just a little bit over 5 minutes. You guys definitely won't want to miss that. Once again, thanks for casting this banger of a series with me, Rockerman. It's been a pleasure.
Of course, can't wait for this next matchup. You guys don't want to miss it. Stick around.